Hi everybody, so this is our number towers mathematical model and we are doing it for kindergarten and my name is Kerry.
My name's Alexi.
All right, so we wanted to focus on standard K.NBT.1. So this is standard 1, and it is to compose and decompose numbers from 11 to 19 into 10 ones and some further ones. So by using objects or drawings and recording each composition by drawing or with an equation. And the students would understand that these numbers are composed of 10 ones and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 nines. And so, for example, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to understand that 12 is made up of 1 10 and 2 ones.
So for our first activity, it's the concrete activity. So here students will be using disposable cups to count up to 19 and then divide them into the tens and ones that they're made up of. So in this example, we have students are given 19 cups. As the teacher, we will be giving students one number at a time, and then students will count as many cups as that number and then divide them into tens and ones. So a dialogue between teacher and student would go as the teacher would say, count 12 cups. So then the student would count 12 cups and then we would have them break it into 10 cups and then put them into the side. So then the teacher would say, now you have one tens group and two in the ones group. How many do you have in all? And the answer would be 12. So here it is breaking it down into the towers of tens and ones.
All right, so for the semi-concrete portion of our activity, we would be now using the same numbers, but the students would draw pictures instead of using cups. So it goes from having the manipulative in their hands to now drawing. And so what they would be doing is they would be drawing pictures that represent the ones and tens groups. And then they'll be told, like we were trying to think, okay, how can we make this fun? And so one way that I thought was have them think about it as birthday cakes. Kids love birthdays and they love cakes. They love things that are sweet. So instead of saying, oh, we're going to do towers, oh, let's build cakes, layered cakes. And then they would put, say, 10 layers for the 10, and then they would do 2 layers for 2 ones, and then so they would have 12. And then afterward, they could decorate it however they want. So for number 12, a student would draw these 2 towers.
And then last, for the abstract activity, this is where students are able to break the activity into equations. So this is testing their ability to fill in the blanks, and it'll demonstrate their knowledge of how numbers are composed into ones and tens. So in this example, on the first example, there's 10 plus blank equals 12. So this is similar to the concrete activity where they're breaking it into the tens and then into the ones. So here the answer would be 2.
So we also have a Kahoot activity for the students to complete. So it's basically what's in this box, but a much more fun version. So they would click on that link right there. All right, so when you click on the click here, it'll take you here to Kahoot. You have been challenged. So what we did was we set the activity to be open for approximately 1 week. So as a teacher, what I would do if my students would do this all separately is I would set a date as if it was like a homework or project date that they would have to have it turned in by that time. And then so you would get all their scores and you would make sure they have it all in by that certain date. So that's what I really like about this. So for our number towers abstract activity game, you would just put your name in there and then it will get started. Oh, my nickname, I've done this before, so. So I will do K123. Let's see, okay. All right. All right, so this is just like before in our slideshow, 10 plus blank equals 10. So the students would pick one, 0, 2, 1, or 10. So then they get a certain amount of points for each one that they get correct. And as the teacher, you could see which ones they're getting correct, which is really helpful in teaching. So this is really helpful, and it's fun too. So then they're both me because I'm signed in twice apparently. But if I were two different students, then they could be challenging each other, and it could be like a friendly competition. All right, so that is our number towers presentation. So yeah, I think it's a really good way to show students with manipulatives that there are 10 ones in the tens place and that there are however many ones in the ones place.